I have something for you. When the sea is too rough to sail, the smart ones don't wait. They get to work. They sharpen their tools, mend their nets, and wait for the moment the storm breaks. Because even in stillness, there's progress. It's not about sitting idle. It's about building what's next. I gave you that amazing quote, I don't know by whom, but it perfectly fits the situation. We will be talking about a stock that is very well fundamentally and technically also. We will talk about the aspects that we should be considering. Why is that stock of value right now and when should you be buying that stock? Everything we will talk about in detail in this video. So what is that stock that I'm talking to you about? I have picked a stock from the IT industry and the stock's name is RS Software. It provides software solutions to whom? That is actually an important part. It provides software solutions to electronic digital payments in India and USA. I think that's more than enough for you to know to be interested in the stock, but I will be telling you much more in detail about the fundamental aspect and of course the technical aspect, because that's what we do. We research about the stock in detail, 360-degree review about it, and that's what we are going to do in this segment as well. Before going company specific, is the industry supposed to grow? Electronic payment systems in India are supposed to boom much more than what it is right now. From 80 billion transactions annually to 300 billion transactions in 3 to 4 years. That is the magnitude of transactions that we are going to witness in India alone. So that's how big the industry is. Okay, so let's do some peer-to-peer comparison that will help us in creating a parallel between our company, RS Software, and all other companies in the same industry. So here I've used Screener as a platform. You can use any website that provides this kind of a ready-to-use analysis. So one thing that I want you to notice over here, so majorly we are going to be looking at two parameters to draw a parallel to understand if our company is actually valuing good or is our company still can do better. So one thing, as I was talking about, one thing that you should be understanding over here is OFSS, PB Fintech, Coforge, Tata Elxsi, KPIT, Tata Technology and Aventurus. These are the mentioned peers, but over here PB Fintech is one company that actually do not provide software solutions. They are more of a insurance platform. They provide you insurance. They sell insurance via their platform, but they are not actually a software solutions company. But all other companies, including RS Software, is a software provider company or platform. Okay, having said that, let's have a look at price to earning. If the price to earning is less, then the company is supposedly better. Let's have a look at all the price to earnings. You can clearly see that RS Software is having the price to earnings of 20.5 compared to all other platforms, compared to all other companies. Over here, if you look at Aventurus, the price to earning is pretty high. Second thing that I want you to focus on is quarterly profit. I am also going to be showing it to you in the next segment more clearly, but if you just have a look at it, then even the quarterly profit growth, if we ignore PB Fintech, as we talked to you, that PB Fintech is a company that is not entirely a peer of RS Software. If we look at RS Software's quarterly profit growth, then it's quite high. So looking at the data that we have presented right now in comparison to the peers, RS Software is a much better company with respect to its peers. Okay, so this is the financial statement of RS Software, and if you have a closer look at it, then what we have tried to understand is the statement of consolidated audited financial results for the period ended September 30, 2024, which is the last quarter. So we have tried to understand in September 2023, the earnings per equity share was 0.76, and in September 2024, it was 1.92, which is over 150%. So if we just strictly stick to earnings per share growth, then it has absolutely increased to 150%. Okay, so looking at the past earnings growth analysis, comparing the company with industry, it has outstandingly performed. In last year, the company's growth was 514%, but industry's growth was only 25%, and market's growth was merely 21%. However, if you look at the 5 years data, then also the company has absolutely outperformed. Undoubtedly, the company's growth is 60%. However, the industry's growth is merely 24%, and markets is just 24%. Okay, so now the last section, but very important, it will tell you when to buy the stock. This is the technical part of it. If you have a closer look at the chart, then you can see that historically a bearish line was made, and when this bearish line was broken out, then it gave a good move. It gave a move of approximately from 220 till 360. It's pretty good move. Right now also we can see a bearish line in formation. But the breaking out still has to happen. Once the breaking out happens, once the volume is very good enough, then we can think about entering this particular stock, and the potential can be up till 290 and then 360, so forth. One thing that I want you to understand is that right now the markets are in a turmoil. It's in a crash kind of situation. So having said that, if the strength of the stock starts picking up, I have also added a strength chart in the bottom. So if the strength starts to picking up, then it's a very good time for the stock to enter in our portfolios. But right now, if you just look at it, then it can consolidate in this zone, in this particular point, and it can break our patience. So it's very important to enter the stock with absolute certainty, with absolute understanding. It's below most of its important MAs, moving averages. So that also one point that I want you to understand. Have a closer look at it, but do not enter it at this point. Let it break out from this bearish line, and then that can be a very good point of entry. Okay, so that's it for the video, guys. We talked a lot about the stock in detail. That's what we do. We provide a 360-degree review of the stock to you fundamentally and technically. One word of caution: we might have this stock in our portfolio right now or in the future, and we may exit it without really informing it to you. If we feel that the sentiments have changed, or if we feel that there is some important information about the stock that we have discovered. Till then, have a look at the stock on your own, have your own analysis done, and then we can talk about some other stock in the next video.